I'm so excited to share with all of you that the little abandoned newborn kitty has finally opened her eyes. There are some white stuff in the crease of her eyes. Now that could be an eye infection. She might need some surgery. I do notice that she does have some fleas. So after she is finished with her bottle, I am going to show you. What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I hope you all are having an amazing day, and I'm so excited to share with all of you that the little abandoned newborn kitty has finally opened her eyes. You know, she is the cutest little furball ever, and I'm so excited to show you that. But before I get into today's video, I just wanted to give you all a quick update on my betta fish Bubbles and how she has been doing. So let's get into that right now. She's doing pretty good. She's swimming around her little tank right now because it is feeding time. I do feed her twice a day. But before I get into today's video, I'm going to be cleaning out her tank because you can tell that I haven't done it in a little over a week. So let's get to it. Before I take the water out, I'm going to take the lid off so I can get the filter. And what I usually do is I take the filter outside to a hose and hose it off because it can get really dirty, and that really gets the gunk off of it. Outside and the hose ready in hand to spray it. I'm just gonna turn it on, get the gunk off. You can kind of see the difference from the left side to the right side, how much cleaner the left side is. It's disgusting how much gunk can get in this. Look at that side compared to this side. Like, that is so gross. And sometimes it's even worse. Sometimes it's like yellow. So before I get the fish out, I'm just gonna pop this filter out and pour the water in here so I can have access to the fish better. And then I'm just gonna take this little Tupperware and I'm gonna fill it up with water a little bit and put the fish inside. So I brought the little fish tank out here because it's just easier to dump in the grass, and I brought this little drainer because I am going to put the rocks in here and rinse them out. So now that I have all the rocks in here, I'm just going to rinse them out because there's poop all in them and we don't want any more poop to be in these rocks once we put the new tank up. And I'm also going to rinse this. So I decided to get some good old dish soap and put it in here and rinse it out because it was just a little dirty and you have a little algae buildup right here. So all I'm going to do is put a tad in because a little goes a long way with this soap. And I'm just going to take the hose and rinse it out. So now that I have all the soap and made sure all the soap is out of the fish tank because we don't want any soap left over, I'm just going to pour these back in because they're all nice and clean. And I'm just going to level it out. And then I'm going to place this little fake plant back in here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill it up with the water out here so I don't have to do it inside. That seems to be enough, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this back inside and set the tank back up. So before we put this little betta fish back in its tank, I have to add some betta droplets in the water because, when using tap water, there's a lot of impurities and we don't want to kill, Bubbles here. So all I'm going to do is add a couple little drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be about good. And we're going to let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we're going to place Bubbles back in her new clean tank. I already put the filter back in the tank already, and as you can see, the water just started pumping out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Bubbles And pour her slowly back in her water. Whoop. Your tank's all clean, girl. So now I'm just gonna take about around 5 pieces is what I like to do, and feed her dinner. Come get your food. Let's see what she does. Oh, look guys, she's going for it. So now that she's eating her dinner and is all content and happy, I'm just gonna place the little light and lid on the tank. And there you go, all nice and clean. So I am laying on the floor right now with the cute little spotted kitty. If you see her right there, I'm talking really low because I don't want to wake her up yet. But at this stage, you know, with the slightest noise, they wake up to literally anything and start crying because they want milk and want to be fed. But before I show you her eyes, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Grace Davidson for picking the name Nala for this little baby girl kitty, and anyone else who picked the name, just a huge shout out to you guys. You know, I thought it was a really, unique name. I name all my animals with, names you wouldn't hear every day. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to you that this little baby kitty is now named Nala. So I'm gonna wake up this little baby so you guys can see her eyes open. Good morning. Good morning. Wake up. Hi. Good morning. I'm gonna pick her up so you guys can look at her eyes. Hi, Mommy. Your eyes are fully opened. Now, if you guys take a closer look, what I did notice is there are some white stuff in the crease of her eyes. Now, that could be an eye infection. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take her over to the vet to get a checkup and see what is wrong with this little baby girl. But look how cute she is. Let me let her crawl. You don't know what the world is yet. You're too cute. I'm right here. Look over here, Mama. Are you looking for a nipple? I don't have no nipple. I don't have a nipple. I'm not your mom. I'm surrogate mom. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Just look how cute she is, though. She's gonna be one fluffy little kitty. Just look how adorable she is. I want to keep you for my own, but I can't. I have too many kitties already. So I wanted to bring this little girl out where there is more light so you guys can see in the crevice of her eyes. There's like this pus and cloudy stuff. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make an appointment with the vet right now so we can get this baby in as soon as possible to get her eyes treated and get the right antibiotics for her. So I just got off the phone with my vet a little while ago, and I am headed there now because, it is a little drive to get there. My appointment is in the next hour, so I have this baby loaded up right next to me, and I am headed there, but hopefully her eye infection is minor. Thank God I caught it early on, he told me, because it could get serious. She might need some surgery if it is serious. So, hopefully she just needs some antibiotics and she's good to go. But, I will keep you guys posted, so stay tuned. So, guys, I just finished at the vet and the results are in. I couldn't bring the camera inside like I mentioned before. So, I just wanted to share with you all that this little cute baby does not have an eye infection. So, I am super happy about that. They just told me that her eyes are still opening up, and I've never seen this in a kitten before where her eyes have that cloudiness in the center, but I guess it's normal. I just have never seen it before, and they said that it's going to go down in a couple days. You just got to give it time to open her eyes up. This baby is super hungry. Now she's kind of sleeping. She's been sucking on my finger. What are you sleeping now for? You were just so hungry a second ago. So, I'm going to have to go home right now and get this baby some bottle because, she hasn't eaten in a couple hours. So I finally got this little baby her bottle. You know, she weighs double what she was when I first found her. She weighs about 230 grams. So, you know, I have been increasing the amount of milk I have been giving her. But, you know, while I'm feeding her, I do notice that she does have some fleas. So after she is finished with her bottle, I am going to show you the fleas and inspect through her fur. So I was inspecting her fur, and you can see that she is really fluffy, so it is hard to find and spot any fleas. But if you look really closely, you can see it almost looks like dirt. That is actually called flea dirt, which is flea feces. So I believe that there is still a bunch of fleas on her. So, you know, guys, I am going to probably do a video on removing all of her fleas because I don't know how many she may have. But, guys, if you liked this video, you know, stay tuned for another one with this little girl and removing all of her little fleas. And give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought. And subscribe to the first link down below.